Yo, what is good, people? I go by the name of Beezy and welcome back to the channel, man. If you guys are not part of the Discord, make sure you join the Discord, okay? The link to that is in the description below, all right? Now, I recently did a thing. I've been meaning to jump into this E.O.P thing for some time, and for whatever the reason, man, I'm always putting off reasons as to why I can't jump in here. And I had a few revives expiring. I think I had a total of about 67 revives, and about 9 of them were expiring, and I was like, you know what, the only kind of next big content to do that I haven't done that has some value to this point in the game right now is Eternity of Pain. So I was a bit like, look, man, I started prepping my roster in order to do this, and I'm still doing that now, but I started prepping my roster to do this probably about maybe 2 months ago, and I've just never got around to doing a path. I guess like subconsciously I've been scared of not having enough revives and getting stuck on a path, and this time I was like, bro, let's just go for it, man. Now, like I said, I had 67 revives. I had some potions and whatnot, nothing that I'd farmed. I didn't do any farming. I literally just went in with what I had already. Just saved up over a period of time of playing the game, okay? Now, one thing I did do, which I'll touch on now actually, is we had an offer. I don't know if it's still here. Okay, it's not here anymore. We did have an offer that was like a bundle for questing, which I did buy. It was like 500 units and it was good value for money in my opinion, especially when I had content to do. So I did pick up 3 or 4 of those, but I picked them up after I'd done this E.O.P run, in case I got the feel and I wanted to jump in and do another path. So with that being said, like, let me show you. So what I actually ended up doing, I done the Juggernaut objective, the one where you can do 2 in one go, which I believe was, I think it's Thunderbolt and X-Men, I think, or something like that. But anyway, those 2 objectives that you can do just by using a full team of Juggernauts, that's what I ended up doing, and it wasn't too bad. I must admit, it wasn't too bad at all. I actually ended up using about 34 revives, which wasn't bad. Like, I was expecting to use everything that I had and then spend some units. So I was quite surprised when I finished and there was no units. Now, sorry, and we didn't have to touch our units. Now, I must say that my Jugs is rank 4. I took him to rank 4 a long time ago, just because I wanted to have a bit more of an easier time in here. So, you know, I ended up using, and out of those 30 whatever revives I said I used, 4 of them were used between Dormammu and Overseer. So between these 2, I think I used... Did I use a revive against Dormammu? I think I used a revive against Dormammu. I didn't need a revive for Bishop. I think I used 2 for Crossbones and 1 for Overseer, I believe. Or no, or maybe I used 1 for Bishop and none for Overseer. Can't remember. Either way, I used 1 on Dormammu, 2 on Crossbones, and 1 on either Bishop or Overseer. I'm sure it was Bishop, maybe. I can't remember. But anyway, so I used 4 like to get through those fights, and then it was literally just swapped out Hercules for my 5-star rank, sorry, my 6-star rank 4 Jugs, and then yeah, man, it was it was balls to the walls from here, mate. So again, like with these fights, man, if you're like me and it's been some time since you've gone in there and done these fights, like, what I would heavily advise you guys do is familiarize yourself with these fights by watching YouTube videos. That's the number one thing I can do, because what I found was I used maybe 1 or 2 revives on these fights to get into the gist of the fight. Then once I done that, it was fine. It was all right. But I certainly could have saved myself 6 to 8 revives by just watching YouTube videos. At the time that I started doing this, obviously I didn't want my revives to expire, and it was about just after midnight, because by the time I finished my run, it was 2 a.m. in the morning. So, like, you know, don't be like me and rush through this. Definitely do some research, look at the fights on YouTube, and you can save yourself some items, man. And another thing, please, like, learn how to play Juggernaut. I cannot stress that enough. I was watching videos and people didn't know how to use Juggernaut, man, and I was like, raw, like, why, like, you know, there's fights where people don't have that much damage and they're like, you know, like, it's long fights and stuff like that, and I'm like, dude, just don't touch the left hand side of your screen. And it's hard to get used to, don't get me wrong. I've been practicing Juggernaut gameplay for some time, and it is difficult to get used to because we're so used to holding both sides of the screen, using your left hand for defensive gameplay and using your right hand for offensive gameplay. It's just the way we learn. With Juggernaut, man, like, I was only using the right hand side of the screen. What I found the hardest is timing your swiping backs on the right hand side of the screen and trying to punish specials and heavies with your heavy. Oh, I found that so difficult. I'm not gonna lie, I found that so difficult. But like I said, like, it wasn't a nightmare. Craven wasn't so bad. Scorpion was a pain in my backside until I got into the rhythm of being able to fully dex his SP1 and punish it and get into the river. Once I learned that, and that took me a few revives to learn. Once I learned that, like, I started seeing the progress of you know, staying in the fight for longer, and, like, you know, doing some real good damage. Penny Parker wasn't bad at all. It was mainly Icarus and Scorpion. Icarus more so because of patience. I didn't have patience. I didn't have the timing down well of punishing his heavy, and by the time I did get into the rhythm of that, it was fine. So, you know, and then the last fight against the Thanos, it was a walk in the park, man. So for anybody that is looking to get into this and get into do this, like, I would heavily recommend watch YouTube videos. It really comes a long way for me because, like, obviously, at the time when people done this, people may not have had a rank 4 6-star Juggernaut. People might not even have had a rank 3 6-star Juggernaut. Some people might use a rank 2 or even a 5-star rank 5. So I would definitely say if you got a 6-star Juggernaut, go in with a rank 3. He doesn't necessarily need to be rank 4, but I would just say just watch some YouTube videos of doing some of these fights, okay? And that's the biggest thing I can say to you. Learn the Juggernaut playstyle before you go in. I cannot stress that enough, okay? Learn the Juggernaut gameplay, and also learn, or watch, sorry, not necessarily learn, but watch some of these fights on YouTube, man. There's tons of content creators that have loads of live streams or videos doing some of these fights just for you to learn, just for you to kind of, if you're someone that has done Eternity of Pain when it came out originally, just for you to kind of remind yourself about the mechanics in each fight, okay? If not for anything else, just to act as a reminder, just so you know what you're getting yourself into before you go into the fight, okay? But that's gonna be it. I'm gonna be doing a video opening the rewards. I decided to go with 3 skill Nexus, because there's a few skill champs that I either want or I want to dupe. So I've gone with enough pure skill, which is something I don't have in the game, but you know. But yeah, so we're gonna do a separate video opening the Nexus crystals. And also, I'm probably going to be opening 2 feature crystals in that crystal opening as well. But that's going to be it for the video, guys. Let me know if you guys have done any of the Eternity of Pain or if you completed it already. I'm looking to go in again, and I'm potentially looking at doing robots next. I'm thinking of running the robots with Nebula, Dragon Man, and Warlock on the left side. So that's kind of where I'm at with what I want to do for my next path. But anyway, let me know any advice. Big shout out to TJ, man, because TJ set me a Bible for E.O.P, man. So big shout out to you, my bro. But that's going to be it for the video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. If it helps, hit the like button. If not, I'll catch you guys in the Discord or in the next video, okay? Take care for now, guys. Peace.